if you would like a fully automatic gold slash XP farm that is as insane as we are getting right now and has drops that look a little something as this and are that good, and has a farm that looks a little something like what we have up here, make sure you stay tuned till the whole entire end of the video to see how we build up this insane XP slash gold farm. Oh, hello there everyone, and welcome back to another video. And as you can tell by the title of the video, today we are going to be building a super fast and super efficient gold slash XP farm. And now this farm is super easy to build. All you're going to need really is some obsidian and a little bit of wood and netherrack. But like I said, it's super easy to build, not much resources, and yeah, super easy. Yeah, let's stop wasting time and get straight into this. So the first thing we're going to do is I would recommend going up in the sky. Now you don't have to, you can build it on the ground, but I just like doing it in the sky. And we're going to need a nether portal that is 21 by 21 by 21 by 21. So I just have the 4 blocks right here. I'm going to go ahead and just build out 21 blocks exactly like it says. So I'm going to go ahead and keep doing this. Alright, that's 21 blocks. Of course, we don't fill in the corners because it's another portal, so we don't need it. And then we just go ahead and go 21 more blocks up. As you can tell, it's a very simple start to the farm. 21 back again across where you came from. Right, and so after you finish making your 21 by 21 in each direction little nether portal, we're going to go ahead and test it out by lighting it. And as you can see, it all lights up. That means it is 21 by 21, so congratulations. If it lit like this, then you built it correctly. Alright, and so I just went ahead and knocked out the portal to make it nice and easy for us, because right now we are going to go ahead and do the redstone step, which, don't worry, it is very simple. All we can do is we come to one of these edges, one of these edges on the bottom. All we're going to do is we're going to place a dispenser right here. Okay, now wait, it's not too bad yet. We destroy this block right down here. We come up here, place a block right here with an observer facing this away, and then a piece of redstone dust right there, and that is it. Then we go ahead and grab ourselves a water bucket and put it in there, and that is all your complicated redstone done. So now every time the portal lights, well, I'm not going to do it now because it literally will start the farm. Like, that's all you really need to start this farm. But every time the portal does light, it will take it out and on and off, and that essentially creates a 0-tick system, and that will just keep on throwing pigment on down over and over again. And then we can farm those pigment, which is what we are going to be doing next. Okay, for the next step of the farm, as you can tell, we got our whole system set up so far, right? We got the 21 by 21 in each direction. We got a little piece of redstone, but now we're going to have to add in the main working component, which no redstone involved. But what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the portal, go up by 1, 2, 3 blocks, and on the 4th block, we're going to start going ahead and building a frame off. Just going to say so you guys can see. And we're just going to go ahead and build this frame all the way to the other end, and we're actually going to kind of encase. I'm not going to say because you got to keep watching because it's hard to understand, but you can kind of tell what we are doing. Now we got to go ahead and get on top of that. So right now we're pretty much just encasing this whole outside of obsidian with the glass really fast. That is what we are doing. And the reason to do this is because what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and put wood on the inside of this after we encase this in glass. But wait, keep watching. It's hard to explain. I should really stop talking ahead. Otherwise, people are going to do this stuff ahead when they really should not be. But yeah. You see how we're doing all the way around? We're just about finished with the whole entire frame system. Come on now. There we go. As you can see, we just encased this whole entire thing 1 block out from the edges. We went ahead and encased it all. And then now what we are going to do, alright, I'm just going to give you guys a minute to look at it in case you need help. What we're going to do is we're going to come out 1 more block, and then this is we're going to go ahead and just build a back to this, pretty much. So, yeah, this whole thing needs to all be glass like we're doing. So we have our portal right here, then we come out 1 block. This is where all the wood's going to be in this row, and then behind it we're going to encase it in glass like we have right here. But as you guys can see, we went ahead and just finished encasing this whole back with glass. I'll do a quick little fly around so you guys can see what it looks like. Remember, it's just 1 block off, and then now we should have this nice kind of like little slit in here. as you guys can see, like so. What we're going to do is this whole entire thing is then now going to be filled up with just wooden planks. Any kind of wooden planks will do. You don't have to use oak. I'm using oak because I am that cool. But go ahead and make sure you fill in every single one of these blocks all the way up to the top where your glass is. Okay, so next step, after you go ahead and fill in this whole entire thing, just fill it in wood so it looks a little something like we have right here. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves a whole lot of netherrack. And what we're going to do is we're going to come to the edge right here. You're going to go one block above your bottom layer of glass on the outside, and that is where we're going to go ahead and place in all of our netherrack. So go ahead and place it in to the very end just like so. And then what we are actually going to be doing, if I can manage to get up here, it might be very tricky for you to get up here, but like this, we're going to go ahead and skip a row actually, alright, so skip a row, and then do the same thing again. We're going to do this until we get to the very top of the thing, so that block doesn't matter, but as you can see, skipping a row, so we have rows in between. We're going to do this the whole way through. Now, you could light them right now. You'd have to do it very fast, though, because you don't want this wood to burn. And if you were to light it, you'd have to make sure that redstone is all working, so you destroy those glass blocks that we have there so that to make sure it start working. But then it would literally start working, and you'd have pigmen flying out of this thing super fast. And I personally don't want that while I'm building all this stuff. So even though it might take a little bit longer, I think for convenience sake, coming back and just lighting this all would be much easier, rather than doing it right now and having to deal with pigmen while we're trying to build up all our killing machines and stuff like that. So for the next step of the farm, we're going to be making ourselves our collection / killing system. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down to the opposite end of that and on the opposite side, because all the pigmen will be dropping out this side. They will never ever drop out that side. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and go one block below the obsidian, and we're going to take some glass or any block that you want. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 blocks. I'm making it too wide because there is a lot of pigmen that do come from this. And make sure you build up the walls. Build up the walls too high and build a wall on the end too, just so that they can't escape. And then what this does, by doing 7 blocks, all we need is a water bucket here and a water bucket here. And as you can tell, it's going to overflow. And then that means all we have to do is use this water, go 1 block below just like so. And then we can go ahead, if it will work with us, is place a block right there and right there, and then it will continuously flow. So then we can go ahead and build it out another 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so, something like that. And we will do this 3 times because the farm is 21 wide, and you know 7 goes in 21 3 times. And yeah, when you go ahead and just keep doing this, make sure you build up the walls on the sides too, just so that no water or pigmen are able to escape this, because that's the whole point, is that when they get pushed out of the farm, they will be pushed into this water stream and then just pushed along nice and well, just like we are trying to do right now. So after you finish that 3 times, it should look a little something like this, and then at the very end block like that, it should be number 8, and so it should end, and that should work out all nice and well. So as soon as, if I can land up here, which I probably cannot, as soon as they fall down here, alright, they spawn here, they fall, either way, no matter where they are, they will always be pushed down and fall straight down into the system, and then we can follow them out. Make sure the walls are high enough too so that they don't fall out. But now you'll be stuck with something that looks a little something like this. Pretty dangerous, if I do say so myself. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this, and we're going to go and build 21 blocks down. So this right here is 1 block, and then we're going to go ahead and go down 21 more below it, and then this is where the chamber will be. So we're going to go down 1, 2, or that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, and real fast too, come right here where this water system is and just place 1 block of glass right there, and that'll keep the water from up there from flowing down here. Alright, so next up, what you should have done is build yourself a 4 wide tube like we did right here. That's going to go down to the bottom. Like I said, once we reach the end, once we drop them down the 21 blocks, it needs to be exactly 4 wide like we have right here, because that hole right there that we have right there, as you can see, is where our trident killer is going to be. I can drop through right now because there's nothing there, but so yeah, that's the system. Drops them down 21 blocks, and we do 21. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I do 21 because that makes him one hit to this trident killer, and so that'll kill him super fast. But that's just my personal preference. If you want to, you could do it just right up there, or you can drop him all the way down and not even use a trident kill and just use it as a gold farm instead of gold and an XP farm like I'm doing, but I'm using it as both because I think it's better. So yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and start building the trident killer. Alright, so to start this out, all I did was destroy just some glass. There's one layer of glass, I have more room to work. We're going to go ahead, go to the hole. We're going to go ahead and place one piston right here. Another piston opposite of it, so it looks a little something like that. Then one more right here, so that there's a space there. And then yet again, one more right here, so it looks like this weird array of pistons. We are going to want to go ahead and place blocks in between all of these little gaps that we have right here as well. Not right there. Okay, of course I placed it in the one wrong spot. But yeah, just in between, because this is going to keep all the mobs inside of it. And this right here, we're going to go and place one. This will be where we start our redstone. Okay, so for the next step, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to pick up our, well, we're going to put in our redstone. So we're going to want to pick where we want the front of the activation system to be. I'm just going to go ahead and pick right here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pick over here on this side. Doesn't matter where. But then what we're going to do, we want to go to the right. Okay, so always go to the right. At least for me, I'm going to the right. I'm going to go out by 2 blocks and place a repeater right here. Now make sure this repeater is not next to the piston like this. Like make sure the piston is not here. Make sure it's always off. We're going to place torch there, and then you leave it right here, and that will make a system that will activate later on. Now it's pretty much just simplistic, so we go ahead and make a repeating system right here, okay? Just by putting 3 redstone dust. And then all we're going to do, we're just going to bring the system around and connect it up to all of these things, as you can see, like we are doing right here. Now yes, it will not reach this last one, so what I usually do, I come right here, place a repeater right there, and then all of a sudden now we have all 4 of these firing. You can turn it off with our levers like so. And then what we're going to have to do, we're going to get in here, then we're going to go ahead and place in our hoppers. Now you can run these wherever you would like to, as long as they're in here. How am I going to get down here? A little something like this. You run them wherever you want to. I have my own system built down here, so just go below it, build some kind of hopper system into some chest, wherever you want your collection point to be. And then all we're going to have to do is run all the hoppers into the collection systems. And darn it, I dropped that hopper, but you get the idea. Run them, put 4 hoppers right here, and then go ahead and run them off wherever you feel like, really. Okay, so in order to finish up this trident killer, all we're going to do is get ourselves a whole bunch of tridents, come up above it, and we're just going to throw them in there. You can get them pretty easily on the console edition. Now I just get them using my trident farm that I have, using the drown farm. You can go and watch that video if you want to build that to get tridents, or you can just farm them really easily, but just like so. It doesn't matter how many you drop in there, just put some. I've got plenty, so I put a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much this whole thing. And now they will always end up in the middle. Now every once in a while you can pick them up if you go close enough, but if you stand right here, you should be able to pick up XP and all that kind of good stuff fairly easily. Alright, and so in order to light up this whole thing, I just built myself a simple little staircase that goes up and around the whole thing. I will destroy it all once I am done, because we have to light these things super fast. Like as fast as we can go, because if it's not like enough, it will burn through that wood, and then we'll have to replace all the wood. Now do keep in mind, if you do go out of the chunks, which I'm going to start lighting everything on fire, if you do go out of the chunks, it will, as you can see, it's already starting working, but if you do go out of the chunks again, it will sometimes mess up. You might have to restart the water system, but it's not a huge deal or anything like that. And if you want to turn it off, you just let all the wood burn, whatnot, which isn't a big deal. So if it ever does break and the wood all burns, just place all the wood back. Or if the system below burns, just rebuild that. And dang, I didn't think it'd be that much. But yeah, just go ahead and keep going. I'm going to go ahead and keep on going through and lining up this whole entire thing. Alright, I went ahead and lit all those fires and destroyed all that stuff. Now in order to get this thing to work, all I have to do is go ahead and place the water bucket back in the system right there. Back in the dispenser. And then all you have to do, you have to just update that block right there in order to get it to work, which for some reason being very annoying. How are we going to update this? Right, so maybe now when we place this, now it'll work. Now it goes on. Here we go. Whew. We almost burned through all. We are going to burn through all the wood. Alright, well, I'm going to have to go ahead and replace all the wood because I did break it kind of, which is very annoying. As you can see, the wood's all going to burn, but that's okay. You can just redo it. But as you can see, just real fast, this thing is all working. All of them are dropping down here. Then when we activate the Trident Killer, you can see they instantly get killed. And then we can go ahead and get their XP and all that good stuff too, because we do get XP from them. As you can see, XP going up a bit. If you want the most drops, hold a looting 3 sword in hand, because that will, of course, count as you killing them with a looting 3 sword, so you'll get much more drops. And then, every once in a while, they will be able to hit you, so you just gotta be kind of careful. And sometimes the babies do live a little bit, but nothing too crazy that we can't handle. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this run. And I'm going to go up there and replace all that wood, because, yeah, it did burn. But, hey, it's a good tester, so you guys can see how to easily replace it and rebuild it if you do break it by accident like I just did. Okay, so I went ahead and filled in all the wood once again, and I think I came up with a solution for in case when you leave the chunks and it breaks and it stays as a portal like this, and that water is not activating. We're just going to do this, and then it will not work. Okay. So, wait. I'm just going to show you guys real fast how to fix it, because you will break it, trust me. All we're going to do, we're going to pick this up, pick up this water. We're going to keep a bucket inside of here, but then pick up this water right here, because that will light it then as soon as it's gone. At least now we know, don't turn fire tick off, otherwise it will mess it up. Or you can turn it off if you want to, but then you got to relight them all. I destroy all the lights and relight them, so don't turn fire tick off. Just mess with it yourself. But as you can see, we are getting some insane drops down here. Now if we just hold looting 3 and we look at all the XP we're getting, like, dang, you gotta be careful not to go too close and pick up the tridents. But yeah, that's a lot of XP we're getting, and we're not even doing anything. We're just chilling here, and it's giving us XP, not even having to do anything. Getting XP and getting tons and tons of loot. Let's go ahead and check our loot out. It's only been running for like a minute or two, but it's super fast. And oh yeah, look at that already. Tons of gold nuggets, some gold bars, and some smooth stone, which that was for me. But yeah, either way, I would say that this is the whole farm complete. Every once in a while, the babies will get stuck down there, and they will die eventually. But they take a little bit longer for some reason. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this farm. I hope this helped you, and I hope you're able to make it. If you do have any questions, always, be in the comment section down below, answering as many questions as I can. Trying to help as many people as possible. But anyways, I do hope you guys had a good New Year, had a good holidays, had a good Christmas. But we are finally back making videos once again. So either way, thank you guys for watching yet again another video. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We're almost at 2K. That would be very cool to hit. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.